Okay, this is LeetCode number 22, generate parentheses. Basically, we're given an integer from 1 to 8, and that represents the pairs of parentheses that we have to make all the combinations of and return as a string. So if we had an N3, these are the combinations you could do. They have to be valid, so an open has to match a close, all that. You can have an open close inside of another open close, but they can't be all, they got to match up. You can't have two opens and one close, or one open and two closes, or an open and another, I don't know, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. They have to match. That's it. Read it over here. Let's get busy. C#, using backtracking. Backtracking is just recursion. And as we come back off the stack, off the recursion from each call, it's going to be in a different state. So we can then travel down another road, so to speak, until we reach all possible combinations. So let's do it. We need a result. We need a string builder to keep our temporary result. As we build it, we add to this. And then we need an internal function we can use for the recursion. These are private. And we're going to pass in the current count of our open parentheses and close parentheses that we've used so far. These are just going to count up from 0 to n. Actually, I need the types for these. So what's our base case? Recursion has to have a base case. That's what tells it to stop, to return. So what is ours? Ours is if our open and close count equals n. That's what was passed in from LeetCode here. That means we've used up all our open and close parentheses. So we need to add our current string to the result. It's easy to get the result here. I've accidentally used append at this one. You got to use add. Otherwise, you're going to have an empty string. Your result will be empty. So if you have an empty result, then check that you've used add and not append, because string builder uses append. It's easy to get those mixed up. Okay, now we return. So what's our first case? We need to add an open parenthesis. But we only do it if it's less than n. Now we call our work function. We added a parenthesis, an open parenthesis, so now we add 1 to our open count. Now when we come back from the recursion, from this calling work, we need to remove this parenthesis that we just added. This is another thing that can get confusing. Because if we were using a string and we remove this, we just got to send one argument. That's where to start. And then it'll automatically just lop off however many of the characters all the way to the end. With a string builder, we have to tell it how many characters to remove. We only need one removed. So now we're over to the adding a closing parenthesis. Call our recursion again. Make sure we update our closed count. And then remove it. Now that we're done with that, we just have to start this. So let's call work. And we're going to pass in 0 for open and 0 for closed. And at the end of that, we're just going to return result. And that's it. So let's see what we got. All right, 0 millisecond beats 100%. There you go. That's it. That's it in C#. Like, share, subscribe, create a bumper sticker, get the word out, and I will see you on the next one.